What happens if a sponsor fails the affidavit of support? Navigating the immigration process can be challenging, especially when it comes to understanding the responsibilities of a sponsor. If a sponsor fails to meet their obligations under the affidavit of support, it can lead to serious consequences. This document is a legally binding contract that requires the sponsor, typically a United States citizen or lawful permanent resident, to support the immigrant financially. The sponsor must maintain the immigrant at an income level that is no less than 125% of the federal poverty guidelines. This obligation begins once the immigrant gains lawful permanent resident status and continues until the immigrant becomes a United States citizen, passes away, or accumulates 40 qualifying quarters of work, which is about 10 years of employment in the United States. If the sponsor does not provide the promised financial support, the immigrant has the right to take legal action against the sponsor. This can happen in either state or federal court. The immigrant can seek financial support to cover basic needs or request repayment for any means-tested public benefits they received, such as Medicaid or food assistance. The sponsor may also be responsible for paying legal fees related to this enforcement. It is important to note that personal disputes, like divorce or estrangement, do not end the sponsor's obligation. Even if the relationship changes, the sponsor must still fulfill their financial commitment. The only situations that can terminate this obligation are if the immigrant becomes a United States citizen, dies, leaves the United States, and abandons their lawful permanent resident status, or if the sponsor dies. However, the sponsor's estate may still be liable for any prior obligations. For families from the Middle East working to reunite and build new lives in the United States, understanding these responsibilities is essential. Sponsors need to be fully aware of the long-term commitment they are making. It is also vital for immigrants to know their rights regarding enforcement if support is not provided. This knowledge can be a critical resource as they adjust to their new lives. In practical terms, sponsors should carefully evaluate their financial situation before signing the affidavit of support. Clear communication with the sponsored family member is also important. For immigrants, knowing they have legal protection can provide reassurance as they settle into their new communities.